Watch out for reindeers are falling down.
And we're back with part 2 for Macy's Christmas Shopping 2022. We're going to jump right in it with the silver ornaments. I think these are kind of a little bit frosty too, but they're mostly just silver. And I like the skates. I think my favorite ones in this collection were the skates. That's all to say about this collection. It was cute. It was to the point. It wasn't doing the most. It wasn't plain and boring. It's something that will stand out on your tree, but not too much. And I think that's what makes it work if you're looking for something that pops, but also something that's a little bit simple. Now the poinsettia clips, I think every store has these, so I don't even think it's like, I started to get them and I'm like, I bought so many poinsettia clips throughout the years, why would I do that? But then I also lost so many throughout the years, so why didn't I do that? But honestly, you can find them anywhere. It might depend on what quality might be better. Some are slightly better, but overall, in my opinion, they're all the same. And then they have a dove here. They have more dove. I want to say they have 3 different types of doves. I think they had this gold one, might be a silver, and then a clear one, and possibly one that had like a frosty color that was clear but with like a blue tone to it. So they definitely have doves, but they have the 3D ones. Usually when I see doves in other stores, they're flat. They're not, there's no density, there's no dimensions to it. So I do like that. But when you put these on the tree, are they going to fall flat or are they going to like set up like they're flying? Because sometimes when you get 3D ornaments, they can just kind of topple sideways or they'll just kind of mush into the tree. So you definitely, what I do when I've been slowly but surely looking at ornaments to see what I need or what I might want, because I have like nothing for my tree. I threw like everything out last year. Every store pretty much has a tree, or even a makeshift tree. Even $1.25 tree had the little baby trees. I take the ornaments and I find the tree that's in the store and I'll put it right on there to see if the ornament sits right or if it's just going to fall over. So I definitely suggest looking for a tree that's already up in the store and taking your ornaments and seeing if they look right on a tree. Like I'm doing a frosted tree this year, so I'm checking it on the frosted trees if I can, and then if I can, still gives you an idea. And this collection I thought was nice. It's like a honey brown, a gold color. The Santa was everything. Like that was a snazzy Santa right there. And then these right here, these ornaments, I had them in my hand, and then I was like, it would have been $15 for 3 because I was gonna get like 3, 4, 5. I was like, it's $15 for 3. Do I want to do that? So the only reason I put them back is because I feel like I saw them somewhere else for a whole pack, and I want a good amount of them. So for me, it was made more sense to just buy an entire pack somewhere else. But if I can't find that pack, I'm probably just going to come back to Macy's and get those, because I thought this collection was really glam. For me, it was something glam about this collection, even though they had like owls and little houses and things like that. It was very glam to me, and I really love those Christmas ornaments, the little balls. The Santa was cute too, but I really love the Christmas ball ornaments. So I'm trying to figure out where I saw them at, and if not, I'm going to run back and get those, because again, if you didn't see Macy's part 1, first off, go watch that, thank you. Second off, if you didn't, like I was warned, this Macy's is getting no more Christmas items in. And I don't know if that's for all Macy's, but this is a major Macy's for the company. So I'm going to go out on a limb and say, no, the other ones aren't. But who knows? They might get a random shipment, and even in here, who knows? They say no, but it's retail. Anything can happen.
It climbs down the chimney at the speed of light while we're dancing around the Christmas tree.
I will say the ornaments that were in packs, in my opinion, like just the balls, they didn't have any ornaments that were like doves and flowers and stuff that were in packs. But the ones that were in packs, the little balls like these, I think these are prettier than the ones that are hanging out for individual sale. Minus the ones that I wanted, because when I was looking at these packs, some of those things were really nice. So, and then kind of cost effective, you might come out better just getting the packs. So my suggestion is to just check out the packs first, the value packs or whatever. The 4 packs you probably won't, but check out the packs first before you go and buy the individual ornaments. And a lot of this stuff lights up. First of all, that reindeer you just saw, that's like a clay. Like if you drag your nails on it, it's like that chalkboard filled, just so you know. But like a lot of things in this section lit up. They didn't have any batteries, and then the only one thing I think that I tested actually worked when I tested it. But a lot of these light up, which is pretty cool. So if you get these things, you're gonna need batteries. And I wanted this, I personally wanted to see what it looked like with it lit up. I wanted to show you guys too, but obviously I couldn't, there were no batteries there. But it's pretty cool. Make sure it's stuff you look at. Some of the stuff I didn't realize lit up until I sat it down. Make sure, you know, you look, you might get an extra surprise, and that might be the reason why something might cost a little bit more, and you're like, okay, you know, if you're looking at the price anyway, it might be a reason why something costs a little bit more. But I will say, like, I give this wreath a thumbs up. Some of these wreaths, like this, they shed a lot with the glitter. This one didn't shed. So if you're looking for a wreath with glitter, or maybe some kind of shimmer or sparkle or shine, that one didn't shake on the ground. It didn't bleed, as I say, on my hands and nothing. So that was a good one to go with. Watching this back, I didn't even see the little lambs. I'm like I always say, you just don't see it when you're filming it, because I'm like, I want these kind of, I don't know if I want them. I want lambs under the tree now that I see these. I want like a frosted and gold theme, and I think those would be cute. So I'm mad I missed those, but I don't care enough. I can't lie, I don't care enough to necessarily go back just to get them. But if I end up back in Macy's, I might look and see if they're there and get them. But if this is all they get and they only have 3 or 4 on the table, I don't even know if they're going to be there. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But I do like this collection. I don't know what this would be. This just seems winter themed. These 2 tables, it has a lot of snow and light up houses and all that, like in the blizzard. So I think this collection is cute, and I think it's very cozy. Like, get a little candle. They don't have any candle holders. Huh. It just hit me that Macy's doesn't have any Christmas candle holders. Like, hopefully they get some eventually. Like, I've never seen Christmas candle holders in Macy's now that I think about it. They need to get them. They need to get candles and candle holders, not just the candle holders, get the candles to go with it. 3 weeks, single wicks, 4 wicks, 6 wicks, whoever. Because I think this right here will be so nice if you had it really nicely decorated and then just had candles on. It will be very cozy. Looking at this house, at first I thought I had already filmed it, but I didn't once I saw the little wreath at the top. And now watching it, Macy's doesn't repeat that much. That's really cool, because, you know, sometimes after a while with decor and decorations, things get repetitive. But Macy's didn't repeat. Even with all the Santas they had and the reindeers they had, none of them seemed to be the same exact thing. So you definitely get something different with every item, with every whatever it is. They're not repetitive, and I do like that, because you don't want to go and then after a while you feel like you're looking at the same thing over and over again, and it's like, what's the point? Why am I switching aisles and just want to keep seeing the same thing? And even when the collection switched to just different colors, but they were similar to other ones, they were still different. So there is a lot of variety going on at Macy's right now. This silver collection kind of seems to be a little bit of a glam collection too. And I also noticed, there goes the bell, some of the ornaments, I think actually all of the ornaments that were bells actually ring and make noise. So that's cute, I like that. But then it's like, if it's going to be in the tree, you're not going to hear it. How are you going to hear the bell ring if it's not on there? But I still liked it anyway, and I'm in love with those bells. But I saw them somewhere else, So I think that's why I didn't get them, but I love those bells. But this right here was I want to say a seal. Or penguin, excuse me, still. A penguin with the head up and the beak kind of open. I tried to angle it so that you can see that, but that's actually a seal that was on there. It's cute. It was cute, and I guess penguins are kind of in for Christmas sometimes. You know, ever since, what was it, Madagascar, the penguins from there, they just took over Christmas. So that was like a glam penguin, if that's what you were wondering what it was. This wreath is a little busy, but it's definitely get its point across that it is a wreath. Hello. It's a little packed, but hey, it stands out and it pops whether you're putting it in the house or outside the house. I heard somebody the other day laugh at people who have wreaths inside the house. They said, I bet you, they were talking about somebody, I don't know who they were. They said, I bet she puts a wreath inside her house. And I'm turning around I'm like, wait, that's not a thing? People don't put wreaths on the inside of their house? I do. That just seems silly not to. You have doors in the house. Why would you only put it on the outside? I don't know about you, but I do. But anyway, here's another more gold. This one is more gold. The other one, I guess I should say, was more bronze. It was like a brass, bronze, gold, honey kind of color, which was really nice. But this here is a gold one, which I thought was very cute, very pretty, very glam. And it was something over here I like. The gift box, actually, the ornament I didn't get to yet, it lights up. So some of the ornaments, I think there were, from what I remember, there were like 3 ornaments that lit up, but that lit up, and it was actually really pretty without it being lit. So that's what I try to look for, is ornaments that look good even when the tree is off, because most of the time the tree is going to be off. So why would you want something that's bland and boring when you cut it on? But then when you cut it off, it's bland and boring, and you got to wait till the lights are on. So that's what I look for, and that's what people should also keep in mind. Look for things that look good, lit or unlit. And these right here, I think they'll look good whether the tree is on or off, and they'll just look even better when the tree turns on. These snowflakes, I bought some. I had to have them. I love these snowflakes, and they're really large. And then they were like cheap, sell or no sell. I was like, that's it. I cut the audio. I said, that's it, $4. Oh, you better believe I bought some, and I actually want to go back and get some more. I don't know why I only bought 5. I was only buying, I think, 3 and 5 of everything. I think because I don't want to overwhelm the tree. You get a whole lot, and you want to put them all on there and look tacky. But it's a 7.5 foot tree, so probably like 7 feet really, because you know they add in the space at the bottom. So I absolutely have to go back and get more. Those snowflakes, oh, I love them so much. I wish they had them in other colors too, but they only had them in gold. But I love them. And this here looks like a chandelier to me. It looks like a tiny little chandelier or like abstract art. I really liked it. It's not for me, but I really liked it. And I think if you have like, if your decor is all about shapes, maybe like, you know, it's like sometimes decor for Christmas is just abstract art. I've noticed it's not usually typical, but I have seen it in, like, you know, not the usual stores we go into, but like if you go into art districts in your cities and stuff like that, and the furniture stores that have like that artsy type of furniture, I've seen abstract Christmas art, abstract Christmas decor, and I think that one can go for that as well. And this butterfly, fabulous, fabulous. There are a lot of snow globes in here, and I think all of them, I think all of the bigger ones lit up. I don't think they didn't really have that many small ones, but the small ones, I think all of them wound up and all the big ones lit up. So I did like the snow globes. I'm not huge on snow globes because I like, if I can get one that just goes all the time. I usually see those only with like things you put on your front lawn and on your porch when you have to plug them in from like Lowe's and stuff like that. But the ones here, they, you know, you can turn a light on and you I guess you shake it up too. I don't know if you, matter of fact, I'm thinking, since you can light it up, does it also control the fake snow inside? If not, somebody needs to get a snow globe like that so you don't have to constantly just shake it. But they have some, and I thought they were cute because I know snow globes are, some people collect snow globes, so they have a lot here, and I think theirs are really nice and better quality. I think because of what they put in them, because usually it's just like corny little stuff and things like that when you see a snow globe, it's for me anyway. And I think they put a lot more thought and detail in what they chose to put inside and how they chose to do the snow. These reindeer are very light, they're not heavy, so I don't know how well they'll hold if you get them, but they were, I feel like they'll hold pretty well, but I also feel like the material on them, the little balls that are around them, might come off. Not easily, but a little easier than you would like. But these reindeer also show the point I was making earlier. They look nothing like the reindeer from the first video. I think there were two other types of reindeer. They might, even though they're reindeer, you'll think they're exactly the same, but they're not. So it's a good, every collection has its own style. I wonder if they have the same people working on all of them, or it's just like, you know what, you work on this, you work on that. But either way, the reindeer, they were, I think, the lightest ones and the smallest ones that were there. And if they fall a few times, I feel like the little balls around them might start wearing off. So that's just something you should take into account. If you go in the store, feel it to see for yourself. You can tell by the material and decide if you really want to do that. I don't think it would be a bad purchase, but that's just something, that's things I think of. I love this little wreath here. I bought these and I'm planning on maybe going back to get more, but I will say I was in another store. I was in Michael's the other day and they had their own version of this, but theirs are gold and green instead of gold and red. But Macy's looks better. I can't lie. I love me some Michael's. Michael's is like my favorite store, but I cannot lie. Macy's looks better, but Michael's has green. So if you want the gold and the green instead, or put them together. I was going to get some too, but I had to hurry up and go. But they are in Michael's. That's why I like these videos really have me going to every store so I can compare. But I love these and I bought some myself. Now this tree, I call this tree the holy tree, the religious tree. So I was like, oh, this is the holy tree. I love that Christmas ornament. $16, okay. But I love that Christmas ornament. They had crosses, Silent Night, Holy Night, doves, and some other things that are on here. I think they had some stuff in the back. Some of these fixtures I could not like. Not even really fixtures, but the way it was done, I would have knocked a lot of stuff over if I had gotten other angles or picked up certain things. So sometimes I just left things where they were because there's no way I could have filmed it properly. And there's certainly no way I'm climbing over anything and messing up the display, especially since it looks so nice. And yes, this one lights up. That is a manger scene that lights up. And I'm so impressed with that. I'm just like, wow. Okay, I want that one. And it's like, you have a pet, if you have a child, a small child, make sure you put that higher up because I feel like because that one lights up. when you put that on, they might go straight for that one. I don't know, but I did love that one. I've never seen an ornament like that before. Not only with a manger, like a 3D manger on the inside, but it lights up too. That's why I said Macy's did a really good job with their ornaments this year. I think some of them probably are repeats, but they took away some that they should have taken away, because some years it was just like, what is this? But then this year they did a really good job in my opinion. Here's a little Empress note, as I said I'm going to call them. When you go in Macy's, it didn't even hit me until I was in there. I ran into this problem. If you're going to shop for ornaments or anything for Christmas, go into another department and get a basket. The home department, if they have a basket or a bucket of any kind, get that and then go shop for your ornaments, because Macy's does not have bags, carts, baskets, nothing. So you just literally are walking around with all of that stuff in your hands. You're trying not to have the strings on the ornaments get tied up with each other. You're trying not to drop stuff. So grab a basket and then come back there. I do that in other stores sometimes if I need a basket and I'm not going all the way back to where they are. I just grab a container, and I use that, and then at the register, once I get to the register, I just sit it back. But Macy's, I understand why they don't, because they want to keep that aesthetic. You know, you can have people walking around with carts and you're trying to be like on the lower end of luxury. So I understand why they don't do it, but I do feel like they should get maybe some cute baskets. You know, like Bath and Body Works, they have baskets. Like get like a fancy basket for people to carry their stuff in, because even though they want to keep a certain aesthetic, at the same time, isn't it just a tad bit tacky to have everybody walking around with stuff all in their hands and dropping it and trying to keep from dropping it? So just a little Empress note, grab a basket, because you, like me, after a while, I had a few ornaments, they were large, so I just found a spot on the floor close to the wall, and I would just sit my stuff there and then go back and get the ornaments I want and keep sitting it back there, because there was no way for me to carry them and there was nowhere for me to put them. So you don't have to run into that problem. Grab something before you even get there. I feel like this is the artsy tree, and that was like the artsier section. So if you like not loud, just like cutesy, it's cutesy and it's artsy. And even like the little sweater that has the hanger on it, oh my gosh. And you can see how it looks on the tree, and like you see the ornaments on that tree. There were so many that actually weren't hung up in the shelves that you got to make sure you look at the trees. But that was definitely the vibrant, cute, funny, quirky section. So they also had that too, because you would think the sweet section would be that, but in my opinion it was that one right there. $46 for that, and it doesn't even do anything. Okay.
Soundstripe. watch out for reindeers are falling down. We stay up waiting for Santa tonight. He climbs down the chimney at the speed of light while we're dancing around the Christmas tree, hugging and kissing, just you and me. Carolers are singing outside our door, lovely songs we all heard before, as they walk from house to house to wish us all.
I was hoping for more gingerbread houses. Actually, no, just now I realized I was hoping for more gingerbread houses, but I like the stocking holder, and then the big one right here is so cool, and I thought it was cute. It looked like, to me, it looks like a legit gingerbread house. Like I could just chomp down on it. I don't even like eating gingerbread houses because all the stuff on there just kind of, it's just a lot of stuff going on, but I love making gingerbread houses, and I thought this one looked really cool. It looks realistic to me, like all the frosting, like you could just have your whole entire meal. But at home, they have an entire section of gingerbread houses. I mean, they have so many. I was just like, oh my gosh. So gingerbread houses galore at home. But like I said, Macy's, they have these are the only two I saw, and since they're not getting anything else in, I guess that's all they have. But they are nice. Pricey for the big one, but it's Macy's, so you should expect to pay a little bit more, and I don't see necessarily a problem with the sale price. I don't know about the regular price, but definitely go and check that gingerbread house out because it was very cute. And this Santa, he was just ready to deliver all his stuff. Like, he was ready. Okay, I think some of these Santas should actually come with elves because they have him with all the lists and stuff. As they're Santa's helpers, shouldn't they have like elves by their side helping him check his list twice? This seems like that they should do that to me. Have Rudolph hanging out with him, like they talking about what ways they gonna take to go to whose house and all that. I don't know. Just being silly. They have a Mrs. Claus all by herself. Usually you don't see a Mrs. Claus, and it didn't hit me until I was in there. I'm like, it's usually just Santa. Why can't Mrs. Claus get her shine too? But they have one. She's the only one they have, but she has a little teddy bear in her hot chocolate. I hope they start doing more Mrs. Clauses because it like really didn't hit me. Usually when you see her, she's with Santa. She's like kissing him, or they're standing side by side or something like that. So let's get Mrs. Claus some shine. Let's get her out there. I have to say, I like how they spread out their wreaths to go with each collection, because sometimes it's just a lot to have them all in one section when you go into a store, depending on what they are. It can be convenient. It's like one-stop shop, all the wreaths right here. Is it wreaths or wreaths? Like, I know it's a wreath, but then when I film, I say wreaths. I don't know. Do you say wreaths or wreaths? I don't know if that's the thing, but hey. Anyway, I like how they sectioned them out with each collection. It made it easier to really focus on the wreath at hand and to understand what the concept was behind it, because sometimes when they're all together, it's just like they were just trying to come up with different designs. You don't really get to appreciate what it's supposed to be. I don't overthink this stuff, and I know it's not that big of a deal, but it's just little things that you really do notice sometimes when something switches up. And since Macy switched it up and their wreaths are with each collection, it makes it a lot easier to shop and figure out which wreath you want over the other one. last year I was on the hunt for angels, and by the time I went to look for them, nobody really had anything. And they had the ones where, you know, their faces kind of look melted. They had those, and I ended up getting some. They were huge though. I got it from Macy's backstage, but they were so ugly. I tried to draw on them to make them look better. Everything, I lied to you not. They were just hideous. So they was like 20 each, but I'm like, you know what? I'm probably just gonna donate those to Goodwill. I'll try to find another use for them, but they were ugly. And since I don't care about them, maybe I'll just throw them outside somewhere. But Macy's has beautiful angels. I think these are so cute, and they're full, because I don't like a puny angel, child. I want me a full angel. I want her to have all hello get up on. I love the ones that have like the fur around them. So I was really happy with these angels, and they're just very vibrant. And these obviously are tree toppers, but sometimes I use angels just as, you don't have to put them on the top of the tree because they can stand up on their own. So I also kind of sometimes just use them on mantles or wherever. So they had a very nice collection. They didn't deviate from gold and silver though. No red, no green, no, you know, that rose gold that people are starting to do for Christmas. Just gold and silver, but you know, silver and gold is like literally the theme song for Christmas. But either way, I think these angels are very cute. And here is the chocolate. I had to get the chocolate in here because I know they faithfully do it. So I wanted to make sure I got this in there. And the prices kind of all over the place. One second they have a sale on, because these were not included in the sale. So it was no point in me putting the sale price, and they vary so often. I just kind of just put the whatever price was on there, or between what this is going to be the highest to the lowest for this section. It was like Godiva and I think one other one, and it was a popcorn. I can't remember, but some of them I didn't get. But they have a lot of chocolate, and I don't know about you, but I'm ready to go buy it. And I don't even like chocolate, but I like theirs.
Soundstripe.
And that, my lovelies, will wrap up Macy's part 2. We're done with Macy's. I have to get Macy's backstage though. I don't know when I'm going to be able to get in there, but I'm going to get that eventually. I'll get that out to you. It was so nice being to Macy's because they have beautiful things, so many beautiful things, lovely gowns, very lovely gowns. So the next store we're probably going to head to will either be Michael's or Dollar Tree. I haven't decided yet. Whichever one I get edited first, that's the one I'll throw out to you. With that being said, I'm your hostess and Empress, Nikki T. Thanks for visiting my empire. Deuces.